lecture, remember? Okay, fine. See, yesterday we have discussed that draft copy of this subject, so that is numerical and statistical method. That is, and okay. So again, we have discussed that for this subject we have 30 marks in SEM exam, 70 marks in SEM exam, and 25 marks for term work. Again, remember for term work preparation, I can consider your attendance. Okay, unit test 1 reading marks. Okay, and 6 assignment. Okay, each student will get different problem statement. Okay, 6 assignment. Each assignment we can find 6 questions. It depends on chapter to chapter. It varies from chapter to chapter. Okay, so no any practical. Okay, no any external oral, no any external practical examination. Okay, so we have total in Sen 30, in Sen 70, and term of 25. So we have 125 marks. Okay, for this subject. Okay, numerical and statistical methods. Okay, again remember in this chapter. Okay, you can study 20 to 25 methods. Okay. So in each method, you cannot get exact answer, exact root. Okay, but okay, that is what approximations. But you can very much closer to that exact root of equation. Okay, exact root of equation. Now see, today we will discuss about errors and approximation. Okay, errors. So already you have studied what is meant by error, what are the types of error, how we can solve the problems related to error in volume. Okay, volume of a solids means volume of the cylinder, volume of the cube, pyramid, cone, and sphere, cube. Okay, etc. So again, we can have say types of error, say truncation error, inherent error, okay, then rounding off error, relative error, percentage relative error, okay, absolute error. So we have 6 types of error. Okay, out of these 6, we have numericals. Okay, numericals on truncation error, numericals on rounding off error, then absolute error, relative error, and percentage relative error. Okay, so today we will discuss all these types. Okay, what are the various roots, that is round up rules. Okay, how we can round up this number. Okay, for exact number of decimal places. Okay, how to round up this number? What are the basic roots for rounding the numbers? Okay, and most important, when for this subject, okay, for this subject, okay, so preparation part means you must know the basics from first year M1, M2, and second year M3. Only basics. If you don't know, then again don't take tension. I will cover it. And use of calculator is very important. Okay, so keep calculator for each and every lecture, and always okay, fix the calculator up to 4 decimal places. Remember, if it is not mentioned in problem statement, or if it is not mentioned in problem statement, then always fix calculator up to 4 decimal places. That means write your answer up to 4 decimal places. Okay. So now, if you fix the calculator to 4 decimal places, okay, in calculator, whatever you have that answer it is with rounding of rules. Okay, so automatically calculator will apply those rounding rules, and you can have that answer up to 4 decimal places. Okay, so now here is a small part of the first chapter, that is error. Error. Now see, okay, now see, you have performed say practicals in physics. Okay, okay. Again in this semester also in heat transfer. Okay, are going to perform practicals in heat transfer. That is Stephen Boltzmann constant. Okay, thermal conductivity of metal. Okay, so see, anybody knows the value of sigma? That is the Stephen-Boltzmann constant. I think you have studied this in first year or in 12th standard. Yeah, reply me. What is the value of Stephen-Boltzmann constant? S. Hello.
1.138 into 10 raised to minus 7.
Again, repeat it. Repeat it.
So
1 point.
5.6703 into 10 raised to minus 8.
Say its value is simple. Is it remember 5.678 into 10 raised to minus 9 watt per meter square Kelvin raised to 4. See, okay, you have this practical, the calculation of Stephen-Boltzmann constant in the subject heat transfer. So you can remember this, like start with 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so 5.678 into 10 raised to minus 9 watt per meter square Kelvin raised to 4. Now see, yes, you have this practical. So this is the constant, it is a constant, it is fixed value. But after performing the experiment, you can get different value. That is, you can have 4.675 into 10 raised to minus 9 for one batch. For next batch, hello?
तर आवाज येत नाही व्यवस्थित आपण तुमचं हे होतं
काय होतो आहे?
मग तुम्ही लांब गेला की असं आवाज घुमतोय
हॅलो, येतो का आता बघा?
हो, जो असं इथं आवाज येतो सर तुम्ही इकडे आल्यावर, पण लांब गेल्यावरती आवाज तुमचा थोडासा येत नाही ठीक.
लांब गेल्यावर आवाज हे होतो का? जस्ट मिनिट, मला सांगा येतो का आवाज? मी हे चेंज करतो.
आता येतोय,
चेक करा, येतोय आवाज?
आता ठीक आहे.
हॅलो, आवाज येतोय?
हो हो,
यस सर.
क्लिअर येतो ऐकू? ठीक आहे. नाउ सी फॉर वन बॅच is having the answer 4.675. Another batch say 5.236 into 10 raised to minus 5. Okay, but the exact answer is this 5.678 into 10 raised to minus 9. But after performing practical, after performing experiment, we can have different answer, different than the exact. So you can say this is the true value. And this is what approximate value. Okay, this is what we can say is approximate value. Okay, so how we can define this error? So error in this problem statement is, we can say it is true value minus approximate value. True value minus approximate value. Or this type of error, you can say it is an experimental error. You can see it is an experimental error. This is important. Remember this. Experimental error. You can say this is an experimental error. Okay. So remember, we discussed the what is mean by error. It is always remember error. It is in mod. It is not negative. Always positive. You can write say true value mod value minus approximate value. True value minus approximate value. Okay. So this is called, this is definition of error. On see, we know that the value of pi is 3.14. We are taking this as a 3.14. Okay, but that is again we can say pi is 22 upon 7. In calculator, when we do this calculation, 22 divided by 7, just a minute. So please calculate 22.7 in calculator and tell me its answer.
3.14285714
upon 7 equals to, it is 3 point, okay, see, 3.14285713. Again you can find three numbers. Okay, next But in calculator, it is fixed that always you can have answer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, up to 9 decimal places. Remember, up to 9 decimal places. So we can say this is for it is true value, this is correct value, okay, correct value. But we are taking the value of pi as a 3.14. Okay, 3.14. Okay, so we can this is what it is approximate value. It is an approximate value, and this is what true value. Okay, so difference between this true value minus approximate value, you can say it is error. It is also called as an absolute error. Okay, it is also called as an absolute error. Or you can say it is absolute error means it is mod of true value minus approximate value. Okay, approximate value. Or we will take one more example. Do you know stream table or log table? Yeah, hello. Hello. Stream table or log table? Have you used stream table? Yes. Stream table proper like करें? Hello. Simple question. Yes or no? No any problem. Have you used log table? Yes. Log table,
Yes, sir.
stream table. So in stream table, we have say various vertical columns, and each column say enthalpy. Okay, that is H. So if you check that column, all the values for different temperatures or different pressure, we can find all the values are fixed up to 4 decimal places. Okay, whatever it is, 1.145, 1.1247. So all the values you can say all the values are fixed up to 4 decimal places. Okay, 4 decimal places. So these values, we can say these values are approximate value. Okay, approximate value. Okay, so this is the DC. We have studied experimental error. Okay, that is again calculator, again this log table, stream table. Okay, that means what? This type of error means what? See, the errors which are already present in problem statement before solution. Okay, before solution. Now let's take one example. Let's take example. Solve the find the root of equation for given equation y is equal to f of x. Okay, with initial cases x1 is equal to 2, x2 is equal to 4. Correct up to 2 decimal places. Okay, so the last line it is given correct up to okay, correct up to 2 decimal places. So this is what it is an error. It is an error. Okay, so don't write the answer. Okay, more than 3, 4, 5 decimal places. Write down up to only up to 2 decimal places. So you can see a one type of error which is already present in problem statement before solution. Okay, so before solution, don't forget to write if we have this question in exam. So how we can say it is inherent error. Okay, inherent error. We will write separately here. Okay, inherent error. Okay, means for the errors which are already present in problem statement before solution, you can say these errors are inherent error. Okay, inherent error. Now next. Okay, this is the error. First one we can inherent error. Means what? The errors which are already present in problem statement. So we can see these types of error are inherent error, but before solution. Second, we'll check rounding of errors. Okay, or rounding errors. Now see, okay, how you can round up the number? So you must know those 3 rules for rounding the number. So there are 3 rules. Now let's have one example. Let's take 4.13576. Okay, 0.13576. Okay, or we can say we can take the now question is okay. Question first, okay. Round up this number up to two decimal places. Okay, up to two decimal places. Now tell me what will be your answer up to two decimal places. Hello? Up to two decimal places. Yeah, tell me.
4.14.
4.14.
4.14.
Four
Now
point one
see,
four.
now see, it is given round up this number up to two decimal places. So please check first and second decimal place number. It is 3. Okay, it is 3. Okay, and then so check next decimal place number. It is 5. Okay, it is 5. So there are three conditions. See, if your next decimal place is greater than 5, then add 1 in previous number. Okay, if it is next number is greater than 5, then add 1. If it is less than 5, that means, okay, see here, if it is, say here, round up to two decimal places, first, second, check next decimal place number, it is 6, so it is more than 5, then add 1 in previous, so rounding up to two decimal places, we have this answer. Okay, next, if the next decimal place is less than 5, if suppose it is 2 or 0, okay, or 1, means less than 5, then after rounding up to two decimal places, your answer will be 4.13. 4.13. And now, if next decimal place is exactly 5, okay, it is not 5, so it is not less than, not greater than, so we cannot apply these two rules, okay. Then check previous number whether it is odd or even, whether it is of elements. In ask question, in question, if we have rounded the number up to two decimal places, first, second, check next one whether it is less than 5. If as it is means 4.13. If it is greater than 5, add one previous number. If it is exactly 5, then again check previous number whether it is odd or even. So if previous number is odd, if previous number is odd, then add 1. Means add 1 in previous, so 4.14. So your answer would be 4.14. Okay, and if this next decimal place number, sorry, if the previous number is even, you can consider 0 also. If you can find here as a 2 or 0 or 4, 6, 8, then okay, then you can keep as it is. Your answer will be 4.12. Okay, 4.12. So you can have numerical on this rounding, that numerical you can have for 6 or 4 marks. So remember this. Okay, so your focus should be on next decimal place number. Whether it is equal to 5, then check previous one, odd or even. If it is even, keep as it is. If it is odd, then add 1. Okay, so this will be 4.14. If next decimal place is less than 5, don't add anyone. So keep as it is 4.13. If it is more than 5, say 6, then your answer will be 4.14. All of you understand this? This is very important. So, all of you understand this rounding of rules. Hello, I will put here a few numbers. I will ask you a question. Say 4.3672. Okay, 3672. So next 3.1067. Next 4.1112. Okay, 1112. We can say here 5. Okay, can say here 5. Next one 9.1763. Okay, 4. Now, see, you tell me the answer any part. Question for this. Round up this number. Okay, round up this number up to 2 decimal places. Tell me, round up the number up to
4.37.
places. So your answer will be 4.3.
4.37.
4.37. Okay, 4.37. Now this question, round up this number up to 1 decimal place. Round up this number up to 1 decimal place. Now tell me.
3.1.
3.1.
Now for this, round up this number up to 2 decimal places. 2 decimal places.
4.12.
4.12.
1.4. Now this one, round up this number up to 4 decimal places. Yeah, 4 decimal places. Your answer will be
94932.
9.176.
okay.
9.176.
4 decimal places. Check next one. If it is less than 5, okay, keep as it is. If it is greater than 5, say instead of 4, say 6. So 9.176. Okay. So in exam, you can have questions like this. Okay, you can have provided one number. You can have question like this. Let x is equal to 3.17654. Okay, 54. Okay, and then you can have question. Let x is equal to 3.17654. Again, you can have question. Calculate, yeah, calculate absolute error. So it is EA, absolute error. Next, ER, we have not discussed this. I will tell you now. EAER and percentage ER. Okay, percentage ER. So see, EA means E for error, A for absolute. So absolute error. ER means it is relative error, and this is what percentage relative error. We can have this question for 6 marks. Okay, 6 marks. Again, when x, okay, when this number is when x, okay, is rounded off up to, okay, up to 3 decimal places. 3 decimal places. Okay, 3 decimal places. See, we have this question. Okay, we have this question. Before this, we will check what is EA. So EA means it is error. Okay, sorry, it is what? It is absolute error. And remember, all the errors always positive. Right answer is positive. So absolute error, just now we have discussed, it is simply error, true value minus approximate value. Okay, so true value minus approximate value. Okay, approximate value. Now moving for the next fourth one, and it is denoted by EA, that is absolute error. Now ER, so it is relative error. That is ER, and relative error is definition, it is in mod. Okay, mod, or you can say it is the ratio of absolute error to the true value. To the true value. Keep this not required actually, because absolute error is already small. So we can have positive answer and value is positive. Okay. So now relative error ER, it is the ratio of absolute error divided by true value. And fifth one, percentage relative error. Okay, percentage relative error means multiply this, multiply it by 100. So you can write here ER into 100. ER into 100. Now, okay, just remember this. What is absolute error? Simple. True value minus approximate value. True value minus approximate value. So in this case, what will be the true value? Just tell me. What is the true value in this problem statement?
3.1765.
So this given x is what a true value. Okay, true value. Now see, forget this problem statement. Let me tell you differently. Now see, simple. Don't remember this formula is true value minus approximate form. Just we can remember like this. EA. So here, let's consider x be the true value. X be the true value. X be the true value and x dash be the approximate value. Okay, approximate value. Okay, so we can write the formula EA is equal to for x minus x dash. ER is equal to EA divided by true value is x, that is x minus x dash divided by x, and percentage ER is equal to 100 into ER. Just remember this, we can solve this problem. We can solve this problem. Now, we can solve this. So, for this, okay, for this problem statement, what is the true value? Yeah, tell me what is the true value? X is the true value. Say, you can write, say, given x is equal to 3.17654, and what is asked to calculate absolute error, relative error, percentage relative error when x is rounded off up to 3 decimal places. Now, what is the value of x dash? Anyone please reply. What is the value of x dash? Yeah.
3.18.
3.1.
Question is rounded up to 3 decimal places. 1, 2, 3. So it is 6. Check next one. It is exactly 5. Okay. Again check like this. Again check previous one. So it is 6. So it is even. So keep as it is. So x dash will be 3.176. Don't write 5 for again. Put here 0, 0. Okay. Put here 0, 0. So here x is this. X dash is this. So what? We have to calculate EA. The write down EA is equal to more x minus x dash. Find the answer. Again, EA divided by x. Calculate the answer. Answer up to 4 decimal places. Percentage ER. Multiply this by 100. Do this and tell me this answer. You can have this question very simple. You can do this question for 6 months or get examination also. You can have this. You have given any number and calculate ER. Directly they can ask you ER, not EA. So x minus x dash upon x. Now, what is the answer here? X minus x dash is 0.00054. Here divided by x 3.14654. Okay, and tell me the answer. Okay. 3.17654 minus 3.176.
1.699
divided by
10 to minus 4.
3.17654. So it is 1.6999 into 10 to minus 4.
Yes.
Again multiply it by 100. So it is
0.0169.
999. Okay, whatever. Fix answer to 4 decimal places. Then you can have answering calculator by applying this rounding rule. Remember, by applying this rounding rule. Okay, any doubt in this? Hello, tell me any doubt in this? How to round up the number? Okay, or see rounding. It is actually one type of error. Rounding of error or rounding error. So how we can define this? Simple. The errors which are occurred due to rounding the numbers, we can say it is rounding of error. Now we can write in exam. In exam, we have to give example. We can take any number. Let's consider this number and let's consider x is equal to this number and just after rounding up to 2 decimal places. Okay, we have this answer. So you can write 3 rules. If next decimal place number is less than 5, okay, then don't add 1 in previous number. If as it is, if it is greater than 5, then add. If it is equal to 5, then check previous decimal place number whether it is odd or even. If it is odd, then add 1. If it is 1, Keep as it is. Consider 0 as a even number. Okay, 0 as an even number. Okay. Any doubt in this? How to calculate? Hello. Hello. Any doubt in this? Okay.
No, sir.
See. So third one, this is the type of error actually. So we can see this error. It is again one type of error. Next one, fourth, relative error. This is again one type of error. Relative error. And fifth one, it is percentage relative error. Okay, percentage relative error. And one more error. On that error, we can have numerical in public statement, that is truncation error. Truncation error. Okay, truncation error. Now see, okay, now see the truncation error. Okay, what is the meaning of? Again, you can, it is similar to rounding of roots. Okay, rounding of root. Now see, in rounding
भाई ये
of
ब्लू
root,
टेक में हैंग मारता है यार पीसी पता है क्या करते हैं यार तू माउस की हालना चिपरी
applying rounding rules.
डिलीट मारायला काय तर व्हायला पाहिजे ना छपरी हाला ना ते
You must mind again applying rounding rules. Okay, fine. And then remember these truncation errors. Okay, truncation errors is occurred without. For this, don't apply rounding.
तू हा पहिला काढायचा साईड परत परत वाले ते खाली
Okay, don't apply here rounding rules. Means what? See here. Okay, see here. Now you can tell me. Now question is same. X is equal to 3.754. Okay, 3.7554. Okay. Again, same. Find EA, ER, percentage ER. If first condition, if X is rounded up to two decimal places. Two decimal places. And second, if X is truncated, this is important, truncated up to say two decimal places. Two decimal places. Okay, now see meaning of this rounded and truncated. Now we can easily solve first one. Yeah. So for this first one, tell me the value of x dash. Yeah. For first one, tell me the value of x dash.
3.76.
2.76. 1, 2. Next one is 5. Is exactly 5. Check previous 5 is on 3.7. So for this first case, x dash is equal to 3.76. Okay, 3.76. Now it is different for this truncation or truncated rules. Now, while truncating any number up to any decimal places, don't apply rounding rule. Okay, don't apply rounding rules. Keep as it is. Okay, keep as it is. So for this, value of x dash is what is up to decimal places. Just number down 1, 2, and write down x dash is equal to 3.752. You don't apply rounding of. Remember this. For this truncation error, keep numbers as it is. If you have this question, say if x is truncated up to 3 decimal places, then we can write here x dash is equal to 3.755. 3.755. Okay. If you have here like this 6, and question is truncated this number up to 4 decimal places, then just count the number 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 4 decimal places and write down that number as it is for truncation error. Don't apply rounding rule. So x dash will be 3.755. Okay, so it is. But it is different for rounding. If you have question, rounding of this number up to 4 decimal places, then your answer will be x less is equal to 3.7555 because x equal is 6 more than 5 add 1 in previous, so your answer will
So
be
3.7555.
7555.
Sir, you have written 4 there.
Where?
Sir, x dash is equal to
This
3.
is different.
Sir, last.
This is different. This is truncated rules. Truncated means don't apply rounding. Don't apply rounding. So this is truncated means what? See, 2 decimal places just count 75 write down as it is. For truncation error, x dash up to 2 decimal places 755. 755. Don't check next number. Don't check next number whether it is 5 or
Okay, sir.
less than or greater than. But it is for rounding. Once we apply the rounding rule, then we have to check next one whether it is less than equal to or greater than. So just now I have told you just round up the number up to 4 decimal places. Your extent will be 3.755. Well, that's answer. Hello? Hello? Yeah? Hello?
Clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we saw now. Okay. Now tell me. We saw 1 or 2 numericals. So see in our syllabus. Actually, the syllabus is not declared, not finalized. So these 6 types of error. Okay. In 2015 pattern. Okay. In syllabus we have said we had these 6 types of error. Okay. In this also in that first chapter it is given. It is given only errors. It is only errors, but we have to take these errors 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it is mentioned numerical. So we have numerical on this 6. Okay, see, we cannot have numerical on this first. Inherent error. Just remember this inherent error means the errors which are already present in problem statement before solution. So before solution and underline it. Okay. We can give example here, experimental error, then calculators, digital computers, then scheme table, log table, then rounding of error. So you can write this definition like this: the errors which are occurred due to rounding the numbers. You can say this rounding of error. So you can then write there are 3 basic rules. Okay, basic rules, and explain these 3 rules by giving one example. Finish. Absolute error, you can write absolute error. It is the difference of true value minus approximate value. Relative error, it is the ratio of absolute error to true value, or you can say it is the ratio of true value minus approximate value to true value. Percentage relative error multiplied just by 100. Okay, multiplied just by 100. And the truncation error, the errors which are occurred without applying rounding rules. Okay, we can say this truncation error. See, in truncation error, just 2 decimal to write down as 3, 3, 4, 4. Now we'll solve one more numerical. Okay, wait. Okay. This calculator, calculator. Question is simple. Round of the number. Wait. Given x is equal to 6, 5, 2, 5, 0, 6, 6, 5, 2, 5, 0. Okay. 1, E ER and percentage ER. Percentage ER. When first condition, when x is rounded, x is rounded to, now we have don't have any decimal number, okay, rounded to 4 significant figures. Okay, significant figures. And second, x is truncated. Okay, if x is truncated to say 4 significant figures. Okay, this is very simple. This question, it is actually it is mentioned only round of number. Okay, I have added this truncation, and this question it is asked for say 6 marks. Okay, 6 marks. Fine. Now, how to solve this? Just complete first one. Okay. Okay. So again, remember, while writing given data, once you write, please cross check at least 2 times. Twice. That is, what is how you can write here? Given x is given, x is equal to 6, 5, 2, 5, 0. And you can write for first x dash is equal to, and now tell me, x is rounded to 4 significant figures. So what is the value of x? Tell me. X dash, yeah. Check 4 significant numbers and tell me what will be the value of x dash. Anyone, please. This is very simple. Hello. Apply rounding rules. Hello. Hello.
6652.
4 make 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 4, 1, this one. Next one is 5. It is equal to 5. Check previous one. It is E1. As it is. So 6, 6, 5, 2, 0, 0. Don't forget to write these 2 zeros. For decimal places, that value of 0, it is meaningless. But here, the zeros are important. So this is the value of x dash. Now, how you can calculate E8? E8 mod x minus x dash. Calculate this. Then calculate ER. ER is equal to E8 divided by 2 value. Value is given value. And percentage ER plus percentage ER. Multiply this ER into 100. Okay, can you solve this? Hello? Now, we'll take next one. Now, for this next one x dash, okay, for this next one x dash, okay, for this second one, or we'll change this. काही करा तेच राहतं. Now see, for this second one, it's truncated up to 4 significant figures. Okay, x dash is same. Hello, is it right? Hello.
सर सर इथे आता डेसिमल पॉइंट नाहीये ना ऍक्च्युली या नंबर मध्ये
डेसिमल पॉइंट नाहीच आहे म्हणून मी सिग्निफिकंट फिगर्स म्हटलेलं आहे.
सर मग आता इथे आपण जो एक्स्ट्रास घेतलेला आहे तर तर आपण इथे व्हॅल्यू होताना असं त्याची 6,65,200 होतीये पण 250 होतीये मग तो 50चा एरर होतोय मग तसं चालेल का ते?
काही प्रॉब्लेम नाही, काही प्रॉब्लेम नाही. बट ट्रू व्हॅल्यू इज दिस इज द ट्रू व्हॅल्यू अँड दिस इज द अप्रॉक्सिमेट व्हॅल्यू. काही फरक पडत नाही, काही फरक पडत जे आलं काही फरक पडत नाही. सो इथे 50 आहे तर इथे 50 आहे, इथे 50 डिवाइडेड बाय 5. याचं काही विचार करू नका. व्हॅल्यू काही विचार करू, कारण 6 लाख 55,250 साठी 50 rupees, not rupees, 50 is the error. Okay, 50 is the error. So no issue actually, because it is again having without decimal number. Okay, no problem. Now tell me, this is correct for second one. Hello, reply fast. Is it correct for second one? Truncated up to 4 significant figures. Is it correct or not? Significant means keep as it is. Don't sorry. Truncated means keep as it is. Don't have the rounding rules. So this is correct. This is not correct. Okay, solve this. Okay, or if you understand, so it is not again required to find answer. Yeah. Hello. ते कळतं काय आहे काय घेतलं कळलं?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
So types of again see now I want to know the various formulas. Already you have studied this. Tell me the formula for volume of solids. So we will take first solid as a cylinder. Any idea? Do you know the formula of volume of a cylinder? Yeah. Simple. Remember.
Fire square.
It is base and top circular shape. So area of circle pi r square into its height. So you can say it is pi r square height. And volume means it is say it is meter. So it is in cube, meter cube. Okay, so always try to check in formula. It is if it is r square, then one variable is pending. So for cylinder, pi by 4 or pi r square into h. Okay, in terms of diameter, converted r into diameter, then we can have pi by 4 d square into h height. Now we'll take next one. Volume of a cone. Volume of a cone. Yeah, tell me.
1 by 3 pi square h.
1 by 3 or pi by 3 r square h. Pi by 3 r square h. Next we'll take okay, volume of a cube, all of you know, that is side raised to 3. Okay, side raised to 3. Again, volume of a sphere. Yeah, tell me. Sphere means it is having only single radius. So it is in terms of
4 by 3
Pi r cube.
pi r
4 by
cube.
3.
4 upon 3 pi r cube.
4 by 3 pi r cube. So why I have asked this question? See, in numericals, you can have questions like this. Find the error in volume, like this. Find the error in volume of cylinder or any solid. Volume of cylinder, volume of cone, volume of cube, okay, or volume of sphere, okay, any solid. Or in some cases, you can have given the formula in problem statement. If V is equal to pi by 4 d square into h, then find the error in volume of a cylinder, okay, with the following conditions, and you have provided the conditions. See, pi by 4 d square into h. So d and h, so diameter and height both are required. So you have provided actual diameter and error in diameter, and then on the basis of that we can easily calculate error in case of volume. So my concern is, if the formula is not given, then you must know the formula of solid. Okay, formula of solid. Then again, if you know the formula, then you have to identify in that formula. Okay, see, I have told you that formula of volume, But in some cases, you can have a question like this: if capital A is equal to 5.6 into x square y cube divided by z raised to 4, like this. Okay, so it is not volume. Here it is a one type of say equation, that is A is equal to 5.5 into x square y raised to 3 whole divided by z raised to 6. And you have question: find the error in A, or find the absolute error in A, relative error in A, and percentage relative in A. So for this such type of questions, your first step, you have to identify in that formula or in that given equation or expression how many variables are present. Okay, how many variables are present? If it is with one variable, if it is with two variable, three variable, four variable, then how we can solve this problem? This is important. Okay, so I will tell you how to find volume or say any formula. Okay, then tomorrow we will solve the numerical. Okay, now we have only 4 minutes. Okay, 4 minutes. Now see, okay. So also understand the types of error, absolute error, mod, x minus x dash, relative, mod x minus x dash upon x, percentage multiplied by 100, rounding rule 3. Next number is equal to greater than add 1, less than, keep as it is, equal to 5. Check previous one for odd even, odd one plus add 1, if it is given, keep as it is. And rounding don't have for confusion, don't have the rounding of rules. Now, okay, now see, V is given pi by 4 d square h, pi by 4 d square h, and for this d is given 4.1 plus minus 0.01, and h is given say 5.1 plus minus 0.001. So this is what actual height, this is actual diameter, this is what plus minus 0.01, it is error. It is error. This is 0.001, it is error. So error in DD, it is given as a delta D. Error in D, it is given as a delta H. Error in height. Okay, error in height. Now, how we can solve this? How we can solve this? So, see this volume. So take its partial derivative. Now see. First step, we have to identify how many variables. So here we have two variables. Okay. So two variables. So we have to take its partial derivative. So you can write error in V. That is error in V. This error in V, it is what? Absolute error. Okay, error in V, or you can say it is EA. Absolute error is equal to take its partial derivative. Means what? See, we have two variables. Take its partial derivative with respect to one variable by keeping next one constant. Plus second time, to take its partial derivative with respect to second variable by keeping first one as a constant. Okay, so you can write delta V is equal to, okay, delta V is equal to gamma V with respect to diameter gamma D into delta D plus next with respect to next variable gamma V divided by gamma H into delta X. So here it is H and D and D. Now take its partial derivative. See, pi by 4 is constant. Derivative of D, V with respect to D, it is 2D. 2D, like it is H as a constant into delta D plus with respect to H. So H is here only single H, so its derivative is what? Then you can write here, say pi by 4 D square into delta H. Now we have this, what is that? So pi by 4 into 2 into what is actual D? 4.1. What is actual H? 5.1 into what is delta D? Now don't write here plus minus, okay, consider it as a plus 0.01 plus pi by 4. What is actual D? It is 4.1 square into delta H, so it is 0 into 0.001. So whatever you have, that is delta V. Delta V, it is nothing but it is what? It is an absolute error. Okay, so EA is fixed. Now we can have questions. Calculate ER. So we do that ER is equal to EA divided by true value. Here true value is V. So how you can find true value? Any idea? How you can find its true value? True volume. How you can calculate true volume? Hello? Hello? Simple.
Sir,
Yeah.
using only the
By considering D
Using only
and H
actual
variable.
value, so it is pi by 4 into 4.1 square into 5.1. Put here, we can get ER and calculate percentage, multiply that answer by 100. Okay, we will solve this. So just note down this. Just note down this. This is not required, not required. Just note down this. D is equal to pi by 4 square H. Outside partial derivative delta V is equal to C. Just that's why I have told you just identify how many numbers of variables two. So keep first one constant. Sorry, take derivative with respect to first variable, second constant, plus derivative of second one by keeping first variable as a constant. So that delta V means it is absolute error or error in terms of volume. Okay. chalo, we'll stop here. Okay. Hello. Shall we stop?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Chalo. Tomorrow we'll see the numericals. Okay. Chalo. Fine. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.